The making. Here comes Emmitt Smith to finish up the night.
How about them Cowboys? Some of you may not remember. I think you remember. Some of you may not remember, but when Emmitt Smith was drafted out of Florida by the Cowboys in 1990, Dallas was coming off a season in which they went 1-15. I think that was about to change. Emmitt was the third and final piece for the triplets, joining Michael Irvin and Troy Aikman with a new-look Dallas franchise. Very young on the field and new in the owners and the coach's box. In his second season, Emmitt won the NFL rushing title. In 1992, 1993, and 1995, he won 3 more. Oh, by the way, the Cowboys won the Super Bowl in all 3 of those seasons. In 1993, he'd win the regular season MVP and Super Bowl MVP as well. Pretty good start to a career, wouldn't you say? But while many running backs, even the greatest of running backs, have trouble staying at the top of their game for a decade, Emmitt would have none of it. 11 straight years he ran for over 1,000 yards. By the time he was done, he would pass the legendary Walter Payton with the most rushing yards, ending with a record 18,355. His 164 rushing touchdowns are 26 better than anyone else. And in case you think all he did was run the football, he's 4th on the Dallas all-time receiving list with 486 catches. Quite a catch for his presenter, owner Jerry Jones.
Emmitt Smith is Dallas Cowboy royalty. He's NFL royalty.
How sweet it is.
Emmitt Smith's about durability. He's about dependability. He's got the heart of a champion.
Touchdown, Cowboys.
I think it's fair to say that a runner of his kind will not be seen again. No one will perform at that position with that type of production for that length of time again. It's just too hard to do. Our plan on draft day was to get a defensive player, and we had a couple of them in mind. And then, if we drafted and had an opportunity with our second pick, get a bigger back, a pounding back. Of course, it was obvious as we sit here today that Emmitt was a pounding back.
Oh, what a run by the league's MVP!
He knew, and we all felt, that he was going to be a part of a team that was a championship team. Emmitt changed the game for the Dallas Cowboys.
No better man deserves it. No better man.
Emmitt Smith was an indispensable part of the Dallas Cowboys team that won 3 Super Bowl titles in 4 years. He is the NFL's all-time leader in rushing yards and rushing touchdowns. And in 1993, he became the only running back to ever win a Super Bowl, lead the league in rushing, be named league MVP, and also be named Super Bowl MVP, all in the same season.
Not real flashy, it's not real pretty, but it's real good.
We were behind at halftime against Buffalo in Atlanta, Georgia for the second Super Bowl. Emmitt came out in the second half and made 3 running plays. When he made those plays, he went right to the heart of the matter and the heart of Buffalo Bills as well.
What a Smith! Tackles but breaks away to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Emmitt Smith!
Welcome to the Super Bowl. From the 4. Watkins in motion, handoff Emmitt Smith on the right-hand side, touchdown. He leans forward to the end zone. Emmitt Smith scores.
That closed the door to score that touchdown. When he went into the end zone, I started heading to the field for the celebration. He had his goal. He could see where he wanted to be, and that was contagious. Emmitt knew that he was going to break the rushing record.
Handoff, Smith at left guard, 35, 40-yard line. That should do it. Move over, Sweetness. Make a place for Emmitt.
Emmitt walks the walk. He not only is a man of conviction and a man of goals, but he wants to get there the right way. No shortcuts for him. It wasn't that way on the field, and it wasn't that way off the field. He knows every minute is a gift, and he gets the most out of it. Now that fires me up. Where does a guy like Emmitt Smith come from? You can start with his mother Mary and her influence relative to setting goals and her work ethic. You can start with his daddy Emmitt. That is about toughness, continuing to strive, get up when you've been knocked down. Emmitt Smith was blessed to have great parents and great parental coaching. Emmitt Smith evokes in my heart and my mind God's will of taking advantage of every gift that you've been given. He hasn't left a yard on the table of his life. He was a pro football player's football player. He always showed up and gave you everything he had. Emmitt Smith is someone who's a source of great pride for an entire generation of Dallas Cowboy football fans. The Pro Football Hall of Fame would not be complete without Emmitt Smith. I am honored to present Emmitt Smith for induction into the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jerry Jones presenting Emmitt Smith.